Senate voted down a funding bill Monday for the 11th time. Democrats say they're still holding out for an extension to health care subsidies that are set to expire. Republicans are expected to put forward a bill to pay only troops and essential federal employees, but that is also unlikely to pass. The House has not even convened since the shutdown started. State health officials say food assistance could be cut off for millions if the government does not reopen in a few days.
Tisia Muzinga joins us in studio with a look at the concerning situation. Tisia.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Lawmakers have less than a week to reopen the government before state agencies say the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, could impact families ahead of the holidays. Now, the U.S. Department of Agriculture sent a letter to state agencies on Friday. It said there will not be enough funds to pay November SNAP program if the government shutdown continues past October 27th. The program provides help for 42 million people across the country. Clarissa Clark with the North Texas Food Bank says they already had a game plan before the government shutdown, but she also says she anticipates every area will see an increase of people if SNAP benefits don't come next month.
Luckily, we were able to purchase our USDA food through December in September, so we will get our food. It's going to just put more pressure on our agency partners who are already seeing big increases because of the high cost of living.
The North Texas Food Bank covers 12 counties and has 500 agencies, partners that help distribute food to those in need. Well, lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are receiving backlash from withholding SNAP benefits. Now, other assistance programs to help families in need, such as Medicaid and the Children's Health Insurance Program, are not impacted by the shutdown. For Good Day, I'm Tisia Muzinga.
The Texas Health and Human Services Commission has new guidance on the 20th day of the government shutdown. If it continues into another week from tonight, more than 3.5 million Texans will not get the money they depend on to pay for food in November.
Thank you for calling 211 Texas.
SNAP benefits for November will not be issued if the federal government shutdown continues past October 27th.
So that's what you heard?
That's exactly what I heard. When I heard that, I thought, what?
That's the recording that alerted Lisa Anstein to a financial hurdle she didn't see coming.
Nobody is going to have an opportunity to even try to get some money together because nobody knows about this.
Over the weekend, the Texas Health and Human Services Commission started warning beneficiaries. This notice, posted on the 211 Texas site, that SNAP benefits won't continue next month if the government doesn't reopen before October 27th.
It's not just my family member, it's so many different family members out there.
Lisa has been helping her adult daughter diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer last spring. Now she's unable to work, receiving $267 a month in food assistance, and medical bills are mounting.
Everybody has budgets. I have personally taken money out of my 401k to keep things going.
The latest data shows more than 3.5 million Texans receive SNAP benefits, more than 642,000 of those people in Harris County, which has the most beneficiaries in the state. Senator John Cornyn on the floor Monday blamed Democrats.
Texans who rely upon SNAP as a safety net to buy their groceries and feed their children will not have those benefits until this deranged shutdown comes to an end.
They need to take care of the people in their community and in their state and to stop this politic issue. It's ridiculous.
It's been stressful for Lisa and her family. She's worried about keeping her daughter healthy, but also making sure other families know what's coming.
It just breaks my heart. But I'll be there for her, and I'll be there for the family, because that's what mothers do. We take care of those in our family. And hopefully this will take care of some other people's families too.
Lisa reached out to us because she wanted to help prepare other families relying on assistance. She also urges the community to consider donating to local food banks. Today, Governor Greg Abbott's office and HHSC did not answer our question about any plans at the state level to address a potential funding.
If you live in Texas, don't buy that camera that's going viral to keep burglars away. Do this instead for only $22.
Nearly 2 million people in Illinois will be cut off from food stamps come November 1st if the shutdown continues.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture says it won't fund the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, cutting off a major lifeline to feed Chicago area families. Our Marissa Perlman is live in Pilsen with how food banks are calling this an inevitable crisis. Marissa.
And with no end in sight for the government to reopen, food pantries are telling their clients to plan ahead, be ready, and have a plan B.
It's something that we had feared, but now it's a reality.
Without SNAP, food banks will be the first place families turn to, according to Man-Hee Lee with the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Our food pantries are going to be overwhelmed with SNAP participants who usually, rely on that critical lifeline for support and for basic food assistance.
SNAP provides low-income residents with prepaid cards to buy groceries. The Illinois Department of Human Services says it was notified.
Oh yeah, Jake gonna empty that bitch out. But call all Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem Kadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the peace salutation icon doing his work in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. All right, I want to do this lesson. Okay, going into the government shutdown. All right, and the possibility. Okay, because we can't say for certain. All right, because Esau, he always somebody he always pump fakes this situation with the government shutdown. This card has been played, for decades. The threat of not receiving your SNAP benefits and your Section 8 and all of that. But we can still do lessons on this regardless, because ultimately this is gonna happen anyway, man. If you refuse that MOTB, you are going to be cut off. All right. But hey, if the Most High has it to where this situation does happen, okay, it's gonna be hard times out here, man. Okay, and you see they have the they have the food shelters. Okay. And if they don't get the government back up, all right, and if the benefits don't go out, all right, the food shelters are gonna be fucking empty, man. All right, and the lines are gonna be, because I remember when I lived on the Southwest, all right, over there in the West Chase area, they used to always have a food shelter, and there'll always be a food line, and the food line would always be around the corner. This was before COVID and during COVID. All right. And it was always a line. All right. And then during the pandemic, the line got even longer, So imagine now. All right, and all these food lines, man, in Babylon. I'm talking about, this gonna be like you trying to go to a damn concert at the damn Toyota Center, man. It's gonna be freaking pandemonium. It's gonna be a limit that you can get, and Esau can pretty much use this as an experiment, because we know Esau do a lot of experiments. He uses a lot of gradualism, so this can get the people used to looking to Esau, hand to mouth, and getting the people conditioned to, hey, you need the government, all right? If you go against the government, you won't eat. If you go against the government, you won't have the ability to work. All right. If you go against the government, you won't be able to provide for your family. All right. So this is gonna put fear, all right, all over Babylon. In order to receive, food and shelter, you need to submit yourself. So we'll see how far it goes. Lord willing, the government stays shut down, man. So we can see the looks of you people, mainly you Israelites, that trusted so much in this devil, and his provisions, to see your ass assed out, man. All you proud ass fucking women, of all the tribes. Because it ain't just the Judite woman that received these food stamps. Northern Kingdom received this shit too. you know. And we see your ass when we in the damn grocery store, and you got the fucking it's the first of the month or whenever the hell you get your shit, and your basket is full, and you happy, you proud, really you proud as hell. I don't need no man, I don't need shit, I don't need nothing from no nigga. I get 800 a month, I get 1,200 a month in food stamps. You know, that cart gonna be empty than a mother sucker. Because these Israelite women, they get their card, boy, that basket be full as hell, out the brim. If you see anybody in a grocery store nowadays in 2025 and a basket is completely full, you already know that snap, man. Because even people that got money, they basket don't be freaking full. It might be a quarter full, but it ain't gonna be full to the damn top. All right? Because shit, you gotta ration shit. You gotta completely ration shit. You gotta buy shit according to, your paycheck, according to how long the food will last, monthly and shit. The only people still walking around with full fucking grocery carts in the store are people that are on the Lone Star card, man. All right, so I'm gonna make it my mission. All right, the first week of November, if the government don't shut down, if the government shutdown continues, I'm gonna make it my mission to go to these grocery stores, man, and see what the hell is going on. See what's going on with you Israelites, man. And then I'm gonna take a tour to the Edomite spot, all right, and see how you Edomites are freaking doing, all right, because there's a lot of you that's on the EBT as well, man. All right, you want to talk about how Jake is all on the goddamn EBT, but you Edomites are on the EBT too. All right, you on the EBT at 35%, and then Judah, all right, Southern Kingdom is on there at 25%. All right, so you got the majority of the goddamn EBT, man, and that's a goddamn shame. All right, Esau want to use that per capita shit, but Esau, you got the majority of the wealth in America, man. You ain't doing bad how Jake is. All right. So why the fuck is you on goddamn EBT, you piece of shit? I just gotta throw that in there, man. You Edomites is proud as hell. Even the ones that's on the comment board. Oh, it's time to cut the people off. It's time to do this and do that. Yeah, because in your mind, you think that it's only Jake that's on the EBT, man. But no, your fellow Edomites are on it as well. All right. And there was another point I wanted to make. Damn it, what was it? Oh yeah, so you had here you go. I bet they're eating good in Argentina. They got 20 billion from Trump. Where are Trump supporters now? America first. What the fuck? So people, so like you for the language, and trillions for you know who. Trump supporters are at work. What about the elderly or disabled Trump supporters? They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. All right, they're gonna ride or die for their boy Donald T, man, because they don't want to see E take no L. All right, especially when he putting his foot on you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' neck.